Welcome back, everybody. Today is Tuesday, March 4th, and there are a bunch of news items that you need to know about right away. If you played any of these games, Kacheekers, Geos, and Armada, you need to make sure that you need to update your password and or your PIN because there is a hack going on. Basically, some users are getting redirected to something that looks like a login page, and it is taking that information from you. So make sure you go ahead and do that if you played it. I'm looking through the comments here. It seems like a lot of people didn't even know this game existed or haven't ever played it, which is pretty good. I will say, if I ever encounter something like this, right? If Neopets, for whatever reason, sends me back to a login page, I will close all my browsers immediately because this is not the first time something like this has happened on Neopets. And I will just make sure I am logging on to the correct website. So just make sure you do something like that in the future. I do that. I know it's a pain in the butt to close everything, but it's better than losing your account. Now, next thing we have is the plot return delayed. Today's new feature update brings an update about the state of the void within plot. Basically, they had other things to do. This is what potentially can happen when you decide to pause something. It just gets kind of pushed back just because we had like quest log adjustments, adding value to premium have set us back a bit. So in the future, I guess we'll get it. But for now, even more paused. We'll just wait a little bit longer. I'm gonna skip this NC. Basically, well, I'll just say it right now. On-site NC purchases update. You get stuff. You get extra stuff by buying bigger and better things. So as you can see here, 500 Neo cash is no bonus, but once you start getting to the 1,000, you get two basic gift boxes. Let's just go all the way to the 10,000 because that's where all the amazing stuff is, right? 100, you get plus 4,000 Neo Cash, four basic gift boxes, four Trendsetter gift boxes, and three Trendsetter mystery capsules. There you go. This is what they look like. Looks pretty cool, actually. Yeah, I like that Bob with the bag with the stuff coming out of it. It looks pretty cool. And then lastly, the quest log. This is the thing I wanted to check out. I was talking about it yesterday. Quest log daily and weekly prizes updates. So this is, I don't know if I want to call it beef, but this is annoying to me. And the biggest thing that it's annoying to me, this is the daily ones that you get. I'm just gonna skip down to it. Right down here is this Valentine Paint Brush, and my biggest problem with that is I honestly have no idea what you're doing anymore. Like, who freaking do you know what this place is? This is called the Hidden Tower. This is where exclusive items should be. What people like to think of as a money sink, just another place to spend your money. You see this? This is a Valentine paintbrush right there. Why? Why is the daily now having Valentine paintbrush? And I'm not saying this because I don't want people to have Valentine skins or anything like that of their favorite Neopets. That's not what I'm saying here. My whole point is we've gone to the place where we've just been giving out all sorts of items, right? Let's just give out all these super rare items because we want everybody to have it. My point here is then don't put it in the hidden tower and then give it out. Like the whole point of the hidden tower is to be exclusive items, right? Like if you want to put an item in the hidden tower, I'm cool with that, right? But we all know that means that you'd have to buy it from here. What's the point? Like if you were going to just give this away as a daily, then don't put it in the hidden tower, right? That's all I'm just saying. Don't put it in the hidden tower. Is that too much to ask for? Make things make sense, put things in places where it actually makes sense. Fine. If you want to give this stuff away, right? Like, cool. Whatever you want to do. It just make it make sense to me. Instead of just randomly giving out all these different kind of items worth Neo points. I can't imagine still like how you don't get your own economy. It's just insane. I love this chocolate and eggs foreground. That looks really cool, by the way. You get my point, right? Like it's just it, it just proves to me again, like I can't even sum up the words here to make a nice sentence, but that you're just doing things just to do it at this point. Like these weekly streak prizes, you see how much problems you've created for yourself. And I'm not saying again that they shouldn't have given it out, but like you have to give out these stamps because they were just insane price wise. You have to find a better way, the restock system, something. But you see this stamp, a rarity 98 that was 110 million, 120 million. That because of everything that's going on. Like they haven't figured out how to balance this thing yet. and I really wish they would. Like, the crazy part is like, okay, if you wanted to give out the Valentine's paintbrush, why'd you put it as a daily? Why'd you put it as a weekly, right? Like, I think they need to really figure out the balance of different items. Okay, if you wanted to give out like this, what is this Doggle Fox cone? Rarity 134. What the heck? I just think some things they haven't really figured out. Which, what is this? I need to see these. Rarity 98. I know the gold ones are higher up, but I really have. What is this? Second prize pull was on the second. Okay, it's frustrating. Really, actually frustrating to see some of this stuff. I'm excited for this raining confetti hearts. I think I want that one. There's mm, just it's just insane, right? Like if you wanted to give out this strength serum, you want to make people stronger without changing, fine, put it on their daily if you really wanted to. But something like a paintbrush, just they don't know the value of their own items. And what is well aged hot dog? What is that? Rarity 99. Look, this thing got a good beard on it. Stupid. Like not the hot dog, but just in general, everything that I'm saying, kind of like annoying. Yeah, I mean, it's and to just prove it to you here, it's not like I stocked up on this or anything like that. I have one I have one of these brushes. I think I might have one in my gallery, so two. And I didn't even buy them. I forget at this point how I even got them. Maybe they probably gave it to us at some point. But just I mean, what's the point? Why don't you just make one of these a weekly, huh? Retired hidden tower treasure. Just make that as a weekly too, and then just drop the price of all the different hidden tower items, all the retired ones. That would be good. Just start throwing all this stuff in there because at this point, everything's up for grabs. Like if you're able to put this Valentine paintbrush as a daily prize, then what's to say none of these can just turn into a weekly? I mean, this stamp for sure, this 25th anniversary stamp, this Neopets 22nd birthday stamp, you know for dang sure that one day if this thing retires, they're just going to put it up. It's more just like they don't really understand what makes people play this, and it's kind of frustrating to say the very least. I know again, there's going to be people out here that are happy for it, and I understand it. It's more just give away the items and treat them as the items should be deserved. Okay. All right. Well, that's all I had to say about that one. Yeah, it's just frustrating to see this, like this stuff. Not even it's like respect the items that you actually make, or at least understand like why they go where they are, or why they should be given out, or what happens if you were to give them out. I think I missed the. Yep. It. I missed the. Oh no, I didn't. There it is. There's a silver. There's the silver. I don't want the silver. Okay, but that really is all that I wanted to say today. I think that's it too. I was gonna do my dailies. It's frustrating and just actually really uh, upset by it. Not upset, but just like it's always quite a surprise when I see some of the dailies and weeklies. Oh, by the way, I got 4 Nerkmids today. They're really nice ones too. Golden Nerkmid X. I got a double X and a platinum Nerkmid X, which is a pretty good day overall. So yeah, just make sure to. So takeaways from today: make sure you keep your account safe. You end up at some sort of login page. Like I said, what I do is just exit out completely, and then I go to one of my links that I have in here. That way, I make sure I'm going to Neopets website. Neocash, if you can, if you want to buy Neocash, buy the biggest one because you get more stuff. Right, you get more stuff, and then the daily and weeklies. I don't know, man. Like I almost want to say, just sell everything that you get if it's high up in price. That's really it, right? Like I take a look at these stamps. Like if you own this very Slorg stamp, it was a rarity 93, and apparently it was 6 million. Actually, no, look, inflation notice 40 million, right? If it goes up to 40 million all of a sudden from 6, 18, 40, whatever price, maybe you should just sell it because at some point they are going to just drop it. Oh, look at this floof. I know someone asked about this recently and they added the floof on there. I don't think I'd ever use it. Kind of freaks me out actually just staring at it right now. But that's just me though. Jeweled Nag, Mystery Island paintbrush. I love that Mystery Island paintbrush. One of my favorite ones for my Scorchios, the Mystery Island paintbrush. I like the old look versus what I have now. And then lastly, oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to get this best friends. But I've owned this book on my original account. I can't wait to get it back. That's one of the ones I'm gonna be going for. I'm gonna be going for that one. Oh, and shoot. I wanted to end there, but yeah, maybe I'm gonna keep going. So you can see my daily quest. I got the therapeutic swamp water. I got a code stone. What do I need to do? Sprint the wheel of knowledge. Okay, well I'm just gonna keep going here. If you wanted to leave already, you probably already left. Yeah, it's just it hurts me as a person that's played Neopets so long and understand, like, I would say generally the economy. That's what annoys me the most about it. It's like they are literally, I'm watching this game get somewhat destroyed day after day after their updates, and I don't like it. Right? It's more just comes out of what passion for the game that I have. So I don't again, I don't mind if people get Neo points. I don't mind if people buy items. I think that's the fun part about Neopets, getting all this, customizing your pets. I mean that makes a whole lot of sense. Still, it's just, what are you guys actually doing anymore? What are you doing? What are you doing? You don't understand. And it's like, I get it. Not everybody understands it. You had new people come in to this website. You had new employees come in as well. And they don't fully, I don't think they fully understand it. Right? It's all about customization and selling things, but you can't kill your underlying reasons why people play this game. That's just stupid. That's what I'm literally watching this happen before my eyes, slowly but surely. And I keep thinking to myself, I should just sell. Right? This is actually like I keep saying this is like real life. This is the stock market. So I'll tell you, over the weekend, Donald Trump, again, not talking politics here, not talking politics at all. He came out and announced, and we knew it for some time, about like a crypto strategic reserve. And what, of course, that makes a lot of sense. What would happen next is the crypto that he mentioned went up in price. So yesterday, though, that we got news of tariffs, things like that, and because of that, everything dropped, and so did crypto too. Like all of it dropped. So there was crypto that was up 70% in the span of a few hours. So realistically, what I'm saying here is, if there's anything, normally when you have crazy moves like that, the best thing to do is to sell some, potentially make it free, which means get your money back. So let's say I put $500 in it. So what I would do if it goes up like 70% is you want to sell enough to get your $500 back. So whatever is left is just free. That's what that is. Or you just sell it all. And I'm thinking with Neopets, like what I just showed you with that stamp, if it goes up like that, why shouldn't I sell it? Because at some point, I think Neopets is going to come along and be like, wow, this is too much. I'm just going to give it out. Then it's going to drop down in price. And I'm like, I would never have thought that a Hidden Tower item, like, so imagine if you're a person and you actually went to the Hidden Tower and you bought that. That would be very frustrating, that you bought it for 3 million Neo points outside of any discounts or anything. And then they're just like, oh, let's just start handing them out. So now your $3 million Neo points just went all the way down to, let's say, 500,000 because of these dailies. I don't know how rare it is to actually end up with it, but you can imagine somebody that started out just thought that paintbrush looked really cool. It's going to be very annoying to them that they just lost a bunch of money on paper. They lost a bunch of money. And you could say this is just a virtual game, these points mean nothing, but I don't know how many people out there really sit here and play the games. Right? I remember back in the day where there was like, you have to play whatever amount to get 100,000. 100,000, and even just hitting 1 million was like a grand achievement back in the day. And I can imagine if you bought that thing for 3 million and then it drops to 500,000, that it's going to be very, very sad, especially because you know how hard you worked for it. Right, nowadays, people just go into their bank account. Some people, anyways, not everybody. Right, that's not me. Like, I think my bank account interest is 45,000. But you just go in there, click, and then you get so much money. It's not a big deal. Like when I do stupid stuff on Neopets and I lose money, I honestly don't even care. And that's what the exact reason for it. Right, within just a few days, I sold a bunch of Nerkmids and I made X millions of Neo points. Like it's just it doesn't matter anymore. Like the points don't matter. But then you'd be like, why do you care so much? Well, again, it's the economy. The economy matters. It's just frustrating to see something like that. Okay, 16 to turn. That's right. It's a bet. What do we got today? 1610. A doggo in the field. I'm starting to see my grass again, which is pretty nice. The snow has melted away. This one looks pretty easy. 18, 20, 10. Okay. Already did this. I picked Order the Red Arism for mine. I did Battledome. Okay. Dark Cave. I lost Marrow yesterday, of course. I'd have like a big celebration if I ever win that. Close, 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 close. Yeah, I just hate seeing people get like totally wiped off. This is like, the stock market that we have on Neopets, like just buying items at this point is like a giant stock market because you don't know at some point they're just going to give away the item. Yeah, and then it just drops in price. That's what I mean by it's like a giant stock market. Ooh, 25,000, you lucky so and so. I keep telling myself I don't want to sell my items. I don't want to do it. But then like to watch my items just systematically get deleted in value, just I should have just sold it, right? Like you have the Nerkmans just dropping in price. I'm assuming that paintbrush that's sitting there is not worth all that much. I went and looked at some of my paintbrushes that I have in my safety deposit box, and I'm like, they're not even worth anything anymore. Like to even attempt to sell it, it's not even worth selling. I'm just like, I might as well just keep it. But that's the point, is like you devalue everything. Or like the people say in the TCG world, print to oblivion. They're printing them to oblivion. Which again, you may or may not like, but still, it's some people have devoted their money to certain items and it just stinks to watch it go away. Like people's galleries. I can't imagine how frustrating it's going to be for people that have galleries that have been completely wiped out. People have morphing potion galleries or uh, galleries dedicated to certain pets, and then if they're just giving out those morphing potions, destroyed. Paintbrushes, if you had a gallery of that like back in the day and you just look at it now, completely destroyed in price. That's what it is. They don't value people's hard work. And not to say that I want to see items be in the over 100 million Neo points. That's not it either. That's wrong too. But they always talk about swinging a pendulum. The pendulum swung too far in the way of things costing a ton. Oh, geez, it's that. There's a silver. I don't want the silver. I don't want. All right. The pendulum swung too far, but at the same time, now we're swinging it too far in the other direction where you're killing a lot of the item prices, and that cannot happen either. I get their attempt here, and I understand like why they're doing such things, but you can go too far to the left too. Stupid. Oh, there it is. Bam, it's always hidden. Halloween Fairly Blushy. Looks nice. Should we take a look at our... Oh, no. Let's take a look at the Void Within, because we're not seeing it anytime soon. We are definitely not seeing it anytime soon. Did someone really get to 60,000, or is that just... I don't know what the max points was. But even then... Close... Oh, I got to accept today's quest. Alright, here we go. We got Soup Fairy. Came for a second time. I got yesterday was the Air Fairy. Not so much fun. All right, this is 1100. That seems pretty nice. There's a lot of the times when I use this regular shop wizard, and the very first item is like the first time you hit it. That oh no, I was gonna say is the best prize, but this time around, it was close though. 998 versus 1100. I might have taken that if it would just went one more. Okay, let's see. Soup Fairy, give me something. Be nice, be nice. What do we get? 2 movement, 2 hit points. That's not bad. I'd take And I think that is basically everything. Yeah, I had no worries about the Kacheekers or anything like that. It's been a long time. I played that before. It was a fun time playing that multiplayer stuff. But been so long. I basically stopped. If you're wondering, oh shoot, look, I get my Eventide pet paintbrush. Should I hit the reroll? Huh? Back to quest. There we go. All right, I got my paintbrush. Should I just sell that? Because I'm just over here saying about selling. I like the Eventide though. Don't want to sell that. Here it is. How much is this even worth? Is it on the Super Shop Wizard at this point? 935,000. Jeez. I should sell this thing, this therapeutic swamp water. That I know I should sell. This is for stats. Maybe I should throw it on my pet. 80,000. There we are. Yeah, I'm gonna take a hard look at the stuff I have and just start selling. I think I'll do that over the weekend. Just because, well, the Eventide paintbrush, that was part of the last weekly, and it shouldn't be in this one. Right? Yeah, the swamp water for sure I'm selling. That for sure I will sell. But the rest of them, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do anymore. I'm at this crossroads of trying to figure this all out because it's cool to have all these different items at the same time if you're never going to use them. If they're just going to go out in price, you could realistically sell the Neopoints and rebuy it. It's funny when people say that because what end up happening if you sell all this stuff, are you realistically going to go back and buy it? That's my big question to you. And people say they will, but they won't because why? You start realizing that it didn't matter. That all the items that you have, it just doesn't matter. And that happens in real life. This all leads back to real life, which is always funny about this whole Neopets. Reflection. You can learn a lot about yourself if you really, really think about what you're doing on this website. But that is everything. I hope you all enjoyed it's an interesting day, I will say, and it's Tuesday, and there's crazy things that's happening in real life as well. So we'll see if you're into the market or just like the prices of stuff at stores. We'll see what these tariffs do to all of us. But with that, I will see you all potentially tomorrow. I say potentially because you never know what I'm going to do. There's always things that pop up, and like I said, I always have to worry about my other channels before this one. But take care, everybody. Make sure if you see a login page and you didn't expect it, maybe close out all of your browsers and then reopen Neopets directly, or check Neopets or someplace to make sure the entire site's not getting hacked. But I doubt it. This is just like an I guess, from back in the day with all the security issues that they've had. One of the things that needed to be fixed that they haven't gotten to yet, but I guess they will now. And unfortunately, that means the whole Void Within is going to take a longer pause. I'll see you. Bye.